Hey guys, how's it going? This is Josh with TechZoneUK. In this video we're going to be looking at tunneling all of our data via a SSH tunnel. This is going to be great because if you're in a public Wi-Fi like in a pub or in a restaurant, cafe, airport, wherever, and you're on an unprotected network and other people are on the network as well, I'm going to show you how you can create a secure SSH tunnel so that all the data that you go through will basically be rerouted to your server, whether that be at home or a paid VPS or something like that, so you know that the data you're using is safe and secure. So basically you're going to want to have SSH access, so I'm just going to CD here into our root. So I've logged in basically pretty much by just doing SSH at server name.com or whatever you want. So what we're going to do now is, I shouldn't have actually said that, I'm just going to exit this and go back down to here and exit out. Okay, so we need to be logged out of our SSH server. I completely forgot, I was just talking rubbish, but completely log out your server, and we're going to basically create a dynamic SSH tunnel, and this is pretty easy to do. There's only one line of command we need to do, and that's SSH, then our username, at our IP, so mine's a domain, and then basically we're going to do TAC D, capital D, remember that, and then I'm going to use port 3187. It doesn't matter what port, you could do with 3182, you could do whatever port you want, really doesn't matter. I just do 3187 because it's a memorable port for me, and when every time I do it, if I use the same port, then I don't have to worrying about what port I used. So yeah. Anyway, connect via SSH. So mine's Josh at cloud.blades.me, TAC D 3187. We're going to hit enter. We're going to hit yes to the certificate. Now what you need to do is, if you do go out and about, you need to make sure you accept the certificate or the RSA key in a trusted location, because you don't know when you go out in a public location, you wouldn't know if that's the real certificate or not. So just going to say yes to this. And then basically this is then going to go out there, create a secure SSH tunnel for us, so that all the data that we do on our laptop will be encrypted from pretty much from our laptop to our VPS, and then it will go out on the web and it'll be free. So hopefully we shouldn't have anyone listening on our server. So once that's done, we're just going to enter our password for our user, and now we should be logged in, but you won't see any confirmation saying that it's created if you're running CentOS. If you're running a Ubuntu server, you will, but you know, CentOS is lazy, so we don't have any confirmation, but it's running. So leave this command window open, or this shell open, and what we're going to need to do now is basically configure our inbuilt network settings to use the Ubuntu, use the network that we just created. So in Mint, come into network proxy, we're going to change the method to manual, change the socks host because the SSH tunnel uses socks, and then we're going to just change this here to 31, you'll see why I didn't use that, 31, let's delete that, 3187, if that's the right port I used, was it? I think it was, yeah, 3187, and once that's done, we've entered all that in, just hit on for the proxy. Give it a second to populate, and now when we go into Google Chrome and load up, and we go to Lifehacker, and it's going to load up Lifehacker. But if we go to whatismyip.com, you'll see that the magic's happened, and you'll see that it says my IP is this, which is the IP address of my server, and that we're in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And you'll see that as soon as I come into networking and turn that proxy off and turn that back to none, refresh the page, there we go, look, back in England, United Kingdom, London. So yeah, that's pretty much how you set up a secure SSH tunnel between you and your machine, so that all the data that you do online is secure. And if you are using SSH or in a location where you want to, they've got a proxy already that blocks SSH traffic, what you could do is create a HTTP proxy to if you have a server, you just run an HTTP proxy client server on that machine, and then you can remote in and pretty much create a HTTP proxy HTTP tunnel or proxy, and then run an SSH tunnel within that HTTP tunnel, and that way you can be within an unprotected tunnel and then in a protected tunnel, and then you can go on pretty much whatever you want. So there's a little tip for you. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, give it a like, and if you want to see more from my videos and things like that, give that subscribe button a click. And if you've got any questions or comments or want to see anything in the future, then by all means drop a comment below and let me know what you want to see. And I do appreciate your feedback on my videos as well, so let me know what you thought. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care.